Greetings. This is the Grumpy Old Slan, and today we're going to go through the Star Maze, the original title of which was Le Galaxie Reint, and joining me as usual is the Intellectual Quandary. How are you today, my friend?
Greetings, Slan. I hope you're well. I'm good, thank you, mate. Yes.
Yeah. So you had quite the game on Saturday. I was listening to that. That was quite a lot happening, and not just in the game,
Yeah, it
unfortunately.
was definitely a lot to sink my teeth into for a
Mm-hmm.
first session back in 3 or 4 months. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, sorry. So, for those watching, this is a choose your own adventure type game that was published in Jeux Stratégies back in 1983. And I don't usually go through this presentation, but I'm stalling because I just got home from work. I haven't quite finished setting up. I'm opening up the text files with the descriptions and stuff. So, as I speak,
Yes.
okay.
Professional here.
Yeah. So, the Star Maze. So this is a sequel to the temple from last time. And here's the basic text. The guard has carefully gathered your ashes. These, mixed with the ashes of an extinct sun, allow you to be transported secretly to the laboratory of an ancient sorcerer with strange powers. He carefully takes a parchment from a crumbling grimoire and burns this document whose fine ashes join yours. And, following a ceremonial ritual with secret incantations, the old sorcerer sprinkles these ashes in the green flames of a crucible. You are now a powerful creature of flames, capable of moving through space.
Ooh.
Yeah. So before I continue, I'm just going to quickly show on screen. So you can see on screen, this is the original page, so showing the galaxy that we're going to travel around. But I've cleaned it up a bit, chosen a font that's a little bit easier to read, and I've rotated it so it could be a bit bigger on the screen.
Yes.
Sorry. So we are starting from a solar system called Australia, which is represented by the letter A. In fact, all stars the name of all the stars will start with the letter with the same letter as what's on the map.
That makes sense.
You must reach the center of the galaxy in order to rule it. We start with 100 points of force divided in two. We have 10 points of energy and 90 points of mass. So we are going to need to track that and carefully, because this
So that
is...
was what? 10 energy and 90 mass.
That's correct. 10 energy and 90 mass. At the end
Interesting.
game, we must still have our 100 points of force, but we must have increased our energy to 90 points of energy and reduced our mass to 10 points of mass.
Okay, so we need to get to the other way around.
Exactly.
Okay, makes sense.
Okay. The game may be played by the non-initiated. Those who have not completed the first 2 episodes can still play. In spite of the consequences and results of the previous games, no changes are to be noted at the start of the game. So some of what we did the last 2 sessions might affect the game here.
Okay, that's always good.
Yeah. We saw it was quite interesting last time, actually. So,
and we actually won pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Twice.
Many times in the game, we will be asked to check the total of force points we have. So the total of energy plus mass points.
Mm-hmm.
If our total is equal to or above 100 and equal to or below 115, we can move along our current orbit. So let me just quickly switch windows. So that means we can move, say, from A to K. You know, if we're between 110 and 115 inclusively, we can move along one of the circles.
Okay.
Okay.
So what mass was that? Sorry. Or what
That's
force was
if
that?
our total is between 100 and 115 inclusively.
100 to 115. Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Uh, the maximum number of visits to a given star is 2. So you can return once to a place you've been to before, but not a third time.
Huh, that could prove
Okay.
quite
Uh,
tricky.
yeah. And there are also some restrictions that are listed at the bottom of the screen. So on the right-hand side, there's a table called travel from star to star. So for example, from A, we can only go to Kartang. We cannot go um, to S, whose name escapes me at the moment, Scorpius. So that there are some limitations like that too.
Okay.
Okay. If our points of force are equal to exactly 110, we may, if we wish, change orbits to descend towards the center of the galaxy. Again, only if the movement tables allow it. So on the left-hand side, we see the change of orbit. And so from A, we can go to B, but we cannot go to another star in a lower orbit. Okay.
Okay, right, yeah.
Okay. Um, if you do this, you will reach your new orbit with 100 points of force, having lost 10 points of mass. So if we go from A to B, we lose 10 points of mass. Sorry. And our total
And
force
but then
point.
we gain 10 points of energy to make up for it.
No, we don't. We just lose 10 points of mass.
Oh, I see, because we're at 110. Right, yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense. Okay.
So we
Yep,
end
yep.
up with a total of 100. If our force points are below 100 or above 115, we are stuck and condemned to stay forever around the star we have just reached, except in the case of Zark, which is the middlemost star, in which
Yep.
case our spiritual destruction is inevitable. So basically, our total force points cannot go above 115 or below 100, or it's game over.
Yep. Okay, that makes sense.
Okay. Uh, the parchment. So the parchment that was mentioned in the ritual. An image of the parchment before its incineration describes the galaxy and includes the movement tables. So it's what we're seeing on screen. The asteroid belts roughly represent the available paths along which you may move. So, yeah, all these dots of, you know, this is all empty space, but it's just to help us guide us between the stars. Uh,
Hmm.
For those who played the 2 previous games in this series, some actions predetermine your success in this game. You're welcome to start again from the very beginning or at one of the key moments.
Okay.
So, so that's about it. We'll need to keep track in the chat. I saw you already typed in. Um, yeah. So uh, we are currently on A. Uh, the pink dot here is represents where we currently are. Um, our starting point, we orbit Australia with 100 points of force. We cannot go to B yet because we don't have 110 points, and we can only travel to K. So I guess this is not really an option, and we'll have to go to K. Do you concur?
I guess so.
Yeah. So
Let's see how this plays out, eh?
yeah, K
I'm just gonna
is
quickly grab a drink. I'll be 1 minute. Is that okay?
yeah, no problem. Take your time.
My apologies.
No problem. I'm actually going in the Discord and
I've just
putting
done
a
it.
link to it.
I've already done it.
Oh, you've done it. Oh, wow. Excellent. I see it. Great. Perfect. So, okay. So we get to K. This is the Kartang system. We may contact the inhabitants of the fourth planet. Do we?
I guess so.
Okay. If we do, we go to 11. You are incarnated in human form on this planet. A mage offers you a metallic polyhedra. Do you take it or do you move on?
A metallic what?
Polyhedra.
Oh,
A
right. Okay.
polyhedron?
Yeah. Let's take it.
Let's take it. Okay, 83. Scroll down a bit here. The composition of this matter grants you 10 points of energy. Go to 30.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. So in 30,
I'll just
30 sends us to 46. Oh, calculate your total force points and move on.
Okay. Yep.
Okay, so our total force points. Well, we just added 10 points of. Which one was it? Energy? Did
Energy.
I say?
Yep.
You're right. Energy.
There we go. Updated.
Okay. So now that we're at 110, we could switch orbits, or hold on. We could either switch orbits, or we could go to C.
I think for now it'd probably be better to take this on like in the concentric circle. So let's stay on the outside and see what the outside
Okay,
has
yeah.
to offer. What do you think?
Because we can't go back to a circle further outside. So from K, well, we can only go to C,
It's either C
or we
or
could
can
go
change
down
orbit.
to E. So, but let's go to C.
Yeah, let's try that.
And C is the sun. Wait, sorry. The sun Chakas. You may contact the third planet, or the eighth, or neither.
The third one.
Let's go with the third one. We contact the third planet, go to 18. A native recognizes you as the king of the Firelands. He offers you either a piece of advice or a piece of rare mineral. Do you take the advice, or do you take the mineral, or do you refuse both?
Let's take the advice.
Okay, let's take the advice. He discloses the following advice. Do not go to Ludinia, which is L.
Okay.
And now we're redirected to 56. He goes away. Calculate your PF and move on.
So it's the same.
Yeah.
Okay,
So from C, we could either go to R, or we can go to K or M. So we could go back to K, or we could go to M. So
let's go to M, I think.
okay. So let us go to M. This is the Mosh system. It only has a single planet. You must reduce your mass by 5 points. If you accept, go to 16, or you can move right away to another star.
Okay. Should we try it?
Okay, so we reduce our mass by 5, and this planet has lost all internal activity. Nothing happens. Go to 46. Oh, lovely. 46 is... Calculate your force points and move on.
So we're at 105 now.
Yeah.
So let's go to S then.
So from M, we can only go to S. Scorpius is a low energy star. Go to 50. Nothing happens. Calculate your PF and move on. And from S, we can go back to M. That's it.
We can't go to A.
No, we won't let us go to A.
Okay. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
So M was the only single planet. You must reduce our mass by another 5.
Another 5.
Well, it says you must reduce your mass by 5. It doesn't say.
I guess you probably have to do it each time you visit, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's.
I see it as it doesn't say the first time, so I would assume it's every time.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. So we can either we can either accept or move on. If we move on, we calculate our force points. If we accept, it's the same thing essentially.
So from M, we can go to.
From we can go to S. Oh, great! We're trapped.
That's what I mean, right? Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So I think.
So we need to go back to C.
Yeah, we need to go back to where we were at C.
So
and
C,
before we lost
at
the mass,
20 energy, 90 mass. So put that back up.
Okay. So now the idea would be that we can either from C we can go back to K. However, we can't get back to A. So, but we can either go to K and go down to E or go straight down to R. One of the two.
I think let's try R. We're already
Let's
here.
try R. Okay. So going down. So as per the rules, we lose 10 points of mass because we go down one orbit.
Yep.
So our total will be 100. And R is the Ramava system, a solar system inhabited for a very long time. Go to 36. Nothing happens. Calculate your PF and move on. Okay. From R, we can only go to U.
Well, let's do it.
Yeah, and we can't go down to P because we don't have the right force points.
That's right.
U is the star Uand. Its spirit asks us a question. Go to 2.
Okay.
Have you met the great golem? If yes, go to 39. If no, go to 68.
No.
And we have in the
Have
very first maze.
Oh!
Do you remember now, or should I try to find the image?
I think I know which one you're talking about.
The one that had a sign below it that we had to decipher.
Yeah, the one that pranked us.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, okay, I was thinking of the right one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, we have met him, so 39.
All right, okay. Interesting.
He offers an adjunction of matter. We can accept or refuse.
Okay, yeah, let's accept.
Okay, go to 27. He gives us inoxidium. He gives us an inoxidium composite. It gives us 5 points of energy. Go to 65. So I'm going to write this down because now we have an item. Where's my pen? It's always when you're live on a stream that you can't find your pen and paper. Okay, so it's inoxidium. Okay.
Hey, Seraphis.
Greetings, Seraphis. So we go to 65 to find out what happens afterwards. He offers us to go to the fourth planet. We can accept or refuse.
Accept.
Okay. Go to 42. The nature of this planet reduces our points of mass by 10. Go to 46.
Uh-oh, we're dead.
We're dead?
Yeah.
Oh, great. Yeah, calculate your PF and move on. There we go.
Less than 100.
Yeah, so we have to refuse going to the planet.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
At least at the state we're in now.
Yeah. But we have to be careful anyway. So, I'm just trying to retrace the. So we refuse. If we refuse, nothing happens. Go to 46.
Mm-hmm.
We calculate our points of force and we move on.
Okie dokie.
Yeah. Okay. So from U, we can go to G.
Yep.
But we can't go down to L because if we're only at 105. G. You feel the presence of the spirit of Gantar. It offers an exchange of energy. If we accept, go to 28. If we refuse, go to 17.
Accept.
Okay. He gives us 10 points of energy in exchange for 5 points of mass.
Oh, let's take it.
Yeah, let's take it. Go to 10. We get to calculate our PF and move on. So that brings us...
So we're now at 110.
Yeah.
30 energy and 80 mass.
Okay.
I believe. I've calculated that correctly, right? It's a net gain of 5, but...
Yeah, it's a net gain of 5. We gain 10 energy. We lose 5 mass.
Yeah, okay, that's right.
So now we're at 110, though. So at some point, we can go down in orbit. But let's see. G. We can go to U. So we could go back to U if we want.
Okay, so maybe...
And from... So basically, we can go to U, and from U we can go to G, which means we can go down in orbit to J or L.
Well, we can go down in orbit now.
Yeah, we can.
I say we go back to U once, and then we could do the thing that we couldn't do before. Go to the fourth planet.
Oh, yeah, and see what happens.
Wait. Oh, no, yeah, that'll work. Yeah, no, that should work. Let's try
that.
Wait.
This is U. Let me see, because... Let's see. Yes, yeah, okay, but I'm trying to think, because we're going to get inoxidium, which will give us 5 points of energy. We then go to 65.
Yeah.
Where he offers us to go to the fourth planet. If we accept, we go to 42. It reduces our points of mass by 10. Go to 46. We have to calculate our PF and move on. But our PF will be 105. Then we can go back to G, do that exchange again, and then we can go down to J.
Yes, okay. So is that right? Or will we have will we have too much force then?
No, because we end up gaining 5 and we will have lost 5 here. No, we'll have too much. Oh.
We'll have too much then.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm calculating this right.
Wait, where do we lose 10 though?
So okay, we're currently at 110. We're at G.
Yeah.
We've gone back to U and we're at 110. He gives us the 5 extra points of energy. We lose the 10 points of mass. So that takes us to 105.
Yeah. But then if we go to G, he's going to give us 10 points of energy for 5 points of mass. We're going to gain 5. We'll be
So we
back to
will be on 110. No, you were right.
Yeah. So, okay. So let's just do this. Okay. So we have met the Guardian, go to 30. I'm just going to go through it all. We've met the Guardian, go to 39. He offers us an adjunction of matter. We accept. Going to 27, it gives us inoxidium, which gives us 5 points of energy. So now we have 35 energy and 80 mass.
Yep.
We're then offered to go to the fourth planet, and we accept. The nature of the planet reduces our mass by 10.
Yep.
Which means we're now at 35 of energy and 70 of mass for a total of 105.
And then we go back to J.
Then we calculate our force. We go to G. Let me just move our marker. At G, that's Gantar. It offers us an exchange of energy that we accept. He gives us 10 points of energy, and we give him 5 points of mass.
So that's 45
that
energy and 65.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
And now we have to go down to J.
Yes.
Because we can't go back to U because we've been there twice already, and that's the only place we can go to from G. So at J.
Can't go to B.
No, it won't let us go to B.
Okay.
I think they should have not drawn those dotted lines here when we can't travel.
Yeah.
The spirit of the sun, Jasper, contacts us. Go to 19. This reduces our energy by 5.
Okay.
Go to 35. He asks us if we come from Hantar. If we say yes, 13. If we say no, 9.
No.
Well, we don't. So if we say no, 9. He takes 5 points of mass, go to 46. And now we have to calculate our force points, but we're dead. We're stuck.
We're not. We're at 100.
But we lost 10 energy points to go to G.
Oh, shit. We lost. Oh, I didn't calculate that.
Yeah.
Oopsies. That's my fault.
Okay. So that's okay.
Deleting.
Yeah.
All right. So then we...
Yeah. So Seraphis, if you missed this, we started with 100 points of force divided into 90 points of mass and 10 of energy. We have to reach the center of the galaxy with 10 points of mass and 90 of energy. And we can't go below 100 or above 115 or we die. Well, basically, we are stranded where we are. And changing orbits will cost us some mass. So I just rechecked the rules, and it's actually when the game tells us to calculate our force points, that's when we find out if we get stuck.
Okay.
Because let's say we arrive somewhere where you have 100, it says you lose 5, and then you get to do other stuff. Maybe you'll gain more, and then you'll know if you can move on when it says calculate
That's fair.
your points and move on. Okay, so clearly this U, G, and J is a bit of a dead end. So that's actually, that's our second time getting stuck.
Can we possibly try... Oh, right. We got all the way back to when we were at K.
Yeah.
So we were at, what was that? 110 force, 20 energy, 90 mass, right?
Yeah, exactly. We had 10 force and 90 mass. And
So
if
because we
we
got
arrive at,
the
yeah,
the polyhedron, yeah. Okay, yeah.
yeah,
So
we contact the inhabitants of the fourth planet. Um, they offer us the metallic polyhedra. We take it. Let me just go read. It grants us 10 points of energy.
so we're at 110, 20 energy, 90 mass.
Yeah.
So let's go down to E now.
Yeah, let's try going down to E. E. This is the star Elvana. We will need to spend 5 points of mass to contact the ninth planet. If we do, go to 59. If we move to another star, go to 46.
Which other stars can we move to?
From E, we can go to B or R.
Well, we can go to B. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's try the mass thing.
Okay. So we spend the 5 points of mass. We get to the ninth planet at 59. No one is in the area, but you are in a carbonium zone. We can take some or move on.
Okay, I guess we take some.
Let's try and take some. The composition of this matter grants us 10 points of energy.
Oh, beefy.
And now we calculate our force points and we move on. So we lost 5 points of mass to contact the ninth planet, but we gained 10 points of energy. So that's pretty good.
Yep.
You got that written down?
I've just done it. Yep.
Okay, perfect. I'm just looking for the window here. Shall we try to go to B?
Let's try B, yeah, because we haven't been there yet.
Yeah. B. Baorg is a star and its 15 planets. You sense a strong spiritual force from the star and may give it 5 points of mass. Do you? If yes, go to 4. If no, go to 37.
Yes.
Okay, go to 4. The spirit appreciates the gesture and grants you access to the third planet. Do you accept? Yes or no?
Yes.
Go to 49. 49 is the nature of the planet grants us 10 points of energy, but you find no signs of life. Go to 36. Okay. Yeah, we now get to calculate our force points and move on.
And we're dead because we're at 120.
Oh, no. Okay.
I was just waiting for it
We
to say
gave it
calculate
5. Yeah, it wasn't enough to...
Okay, so what if we
Did you remove
do the,
10 points of energy when we changed orbits? The 10 points of mass?
Did I? Hang on.
Because when we went from K to E...
I'm such a dumbass.
I'll try to remind you to, because I forgot to mention it. So
right,
we're okay.
So
we're okay. Because we would have had 100 and, we would have given 5 mass and gained 10 energy. So we're at 105.
I'm so confused right now. I'm so dumb.
Okay, so let me just write it. I think I have it down for no caps locks. I'm not screaming. Energy and 75 mass.
Right, yeah. So we went down to E. So that took us to 100.
Yeah. Then we went to B. We spent 5 and got 10.
So no, we did something at E.
We did something. What did we do at E? We needed to spend 5 mass points to contact the ninth planet. Okay, and that gave us the 17. Carbonium, which gave us 10 points of energy.
Okay, so 30 energy, 75 mass.
Okay, so yeah. No, because
30.
we
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, 30 energy, 75 mass.
yeah. And then okay, so that's at the end of
So
E.
that's at the end of E, yeah. And then
Yeah.
we go to B.
Yeah. And now we spend another 5 points to contact uh
Yeah,
the the planet.
yeah, which takes us to
Yeah.
70 mass.
Yeah. And we accept to go to the third planet, 49. The nature of the planet grants us 10 points of energy, but we find no signs of life. So that
Okay,
gives
so
us 40
40
energy
and 70 mass.
for
Good,
110.
yes.
Okay. So from B, we can go to back to E or go to G.
We can go back to E. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Or go
Sometimes
to
it lets you
G.
go back,
G was,
sometimes it won't. So
what? I wonder what happens if we go to G from this side. Oh, actually, hang on. No, let's go to. Can we go to H?
can we go to H? Yeah, because we have 110 force. We can
Yeah,
go
okay.
down in
So
orbit.
minus 10 mass.
Yeah, minus 10 mass.
So 100 force again. Okay, so we're at H
Yeah.
now, yeah?
Yeah. We're at
Okay, let's see what
H.
happens.
This is the star Hydra. We need to expend 5 points of mass to reach the first of its 20 planets. Do we? Yes or no?
We can't.
Or we can move on to another star. Well, the thing is, if we gain something on the planet, then
Oh,
we're
that's
okay.
right, yeah. Okay, let's risk it.
Okay, let's risk it. Oh boy. The siliganesium that predominates on this planet grants us 10 points of energy. Go to 63.
Okay.
So it's minus 5 mass plus 10 energy. Go to 63. Calculate your force points and move on.
Okay, so
So
50 energy and 55 mass.
yeah,
All right, it's looking pretty good so far.
yeah. From H, we can go to Q or J.
Um, let's. Should we go to J? See what happens. What
Sure.
what happened there last time?
I forget what was it last time. Well, yeah. Let's go to J and find out. It's the spirit of the sun. Jasper contacts us. 19. Just scroll. Uh, this reduces our points of energy by 5. Go to 35. He asks if we come from Hantar, which we do.
We do, yeah.
If you say yes, if you say no. Do you say yes or no?
We say yes.
Okay.
That's
Go to
why I thought I remembered something.
63.
Yeah,
Yeah. Go to 63. Calculate your PF and move on.
does nothing happens.
Yeah.
So that would take us
Except
to
that,
145 and
yeah.
55. So where do we go? Where can we go from J?
From J, we can go to L or H.
Oh, so we can go to L from here.
Mm-hmm.
But we lost energy and we really want to be gaining it.
Yeah.
Okay, so should we not do that and should we go to Q instead?
Yeah. Let me double check.
So we're at 105, 50, and 55.
Yeah.
And let's go to Q.
Yeah. Instead, Q is the spirit of quest. The sun with 28 planets asks us if we arrive from Elvana. If yes, go to 53. If not, go to 32.
No, we don't.
Go to 32. For a 5 mass reduction, you can go to the 18th planet rich in radonium. Do we? Yes or no?
Okay, let's take that.
Yes, let's take that. So minus 5 points of mass. Go to
So
83.
nice 50-50. Look at that. 50-50.
Yeah. And the composition of this matter grants us 5 points of energy. So that means we're down
5. Oh, I'm liking this. This is fun, you know.
This is
This is like a whole little adventure. I actually feel like
it totally is. Yeah.
So we feel like a space traveler who's like gaining energy.
Yeah. And expending mass and all that. Yeah, so now we have to calculate our force points and move on. So we expended 5 mass and we gained 10 energy. So we're...
No, it said 5 energy, didn't it?
We gained 10 energy. But we had to spend 5 mass to get to the planet.
Oh, did it say 10? I thought you said it said 5.
Oh, sorry. No, we gained 10.
Okay. So it's 60 then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There we go. Let me delete that one. Okay, so we're at Q now, yeah?
Yeah. We could change orbits. We can go to P, which I don't think we've been to P.
No, we haven't.
Do you want to try going to P?
Let's try P.
Like, I'm just thinking because we're basically got one... Let me just double check because...
We've been everywhere on the first 2 circles, the outer 2 circles.
From N and O, we can get to V. From T, we can get to Z, which is our goal.
Let's go to P, shall we? Let's see what happens.
Okay, so... yeah, let's go to P. P is the Pega-Alzen system. We must expend 5 points of mass to reach the first planet. Do we? Yes or no?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. And yeah. The planet has nothing to offer. Go to 46, which is calculate your force points and move on.
Okay, so
we're down to 60 energy and 40 mass by my count.
45 mass.
Oh, that's what you. Oh wow, you're fast. Okay, so
trying to, yeah.
So from P we can go to L. That's it.
Yeah, we've not been to L, so let's check that out.
Let's check L out. L is the star Ludinia. Do we attempt to contact the inhabitants of one of its planets? If yes, go to 5. If no, go to 29.
Yeah, let's try it.
Okay. 5. An inhabitant of the first planet will give you either advice or an object. If you take the advice, go to 84. If you take the object, go to 40. If we refuse both, go to 56.
Hang on a minute. Isn't this the one that the other guy's advice said not to go to?
Yes. Yes. I wonder what the advice here is.
Yeah, let's take his advice.
Go to 84. He tells you, don't listen to the Shakassians, which is the C system that told us to not go there. Go to 7. He goes away, calculate your force points, and move on. Okay, that's not very useful.
So what happens if we take an object from him then?
Okay, hold on. Let me go back. To take the object, go to 40. Ah, you notice it is biozonium. You take it or you move on. Should we
Take
take
it.
it? Yeah. If we take it, go to 8. This matter removes 10 points of energy.
You bastards. The C's were
Oh,
right.
oh, the C's are totally right.
I knew it. You
So what we
bastard
want to do
elves.
is
Yeah, no, let's do
either
let's
we don't let's see what happens if we refuse both.
yeah, let's try that.
Oh, he goes away, calculate your PF and move on. So basically,
So nothing happens or you lose 10 energy and you die.
yeah, exactly.
Right, okay, so let's
From
move on
L.
to J then, if we can.
Yes, we can. J.
And then he's gonna ask us if we came from
J.
H.
It's the
which we
sun
didn't.
Jasper. Go to 19. This reduces your points of energy by 5. Go to 35. He asks if you come from Hantar, and
Which
we
we
say
don't.
no because we don't. He takes 5 points of mass. Go to 46,
And then we die.
and then we're stranded. So we
Yeah.
don't want to go to J, at least
Okay,
not
so
now.
from
So we
L,
could go back to P from L.
yeah, so when we were at P,
Yeah, let me
what
see.
happened then? We had 110,
P
right?
was we had to but we can also travel back to P. I think sometimes we need to travel back to we must expend 5 points of mass to reach the first planet, and that was the one that had nothing to offer. So we don't want to do that. We could go back to Q.
Yeah, so when we were at Q, we had 110, 60 energy and 50 mass, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's right. Q was where we got the bio. What was it? The bio something?
Biozonium, I
That
think.
was it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So let's go down to D then.
Okay. So we go down to D. Wait.
So that is
Yeah.
100 with 60 and 40.
Yeah. And D is Demorg. We can spend 5 points of mass to contact a planet.
Okay,
Do we? Yes or no?
let's try it.
Okay. The spirit of the star only grants you access to 2 planets, the 6th or the 8th.
Let's try the 6th.
Go to 47. This planet is dead. Go to 75. 75, go to 63. I hate those things.
Oh no.
Calculate your PF and move on.
Okay, so not that one.
So
So let's
not that
try
one.
the 8th planet.
Yeah, let me just go back to where I was. I just got to scroll back.
All good.
Okay, if we go to the 8th planet, it's 34. We are on Fliss, the planet of winds. If your points of energy are less than 75, go to 24. Otherwise, go to 63.
Okay, so they are less.
They are less, so we go to 24. This takes 10 points of mass from you. Go to 10.
Okay.
Which brings us to
25.
25. Okay.
Pardon
And
me.
we calculate our PF and we're stranded, I think.
Pardon me. And yes, we are stranded. Okay.
But it removes a lot of mass. So maybe at some point we need to go there. You know, if we
Damn.
gain energy at another system instead, because
Damn.
it's
What do we do?
if we may spend 10 points of mass to contact the planet. So maybe what we need to do is from D go to T. Maybe there we can gain energy and then go back to D to get rid of mass.
So when we go to D, can we move on to another planet
We
without
can
having
go
to try and
T.
contact the planet?
We can just move on.
Okay, let's move on to. Can we not move
We can
on
only
to
go to T.
only T? Well, let's try T.
Let me double check. D. Yeah, only T.
Let's try T.
Okay.
Damn dead world, Seraphis,
Yeah.
indeed. Damn dead
Yeah.
worlds. They just do nothing but take mass from us when we need energy.
Yeah. Tenoreb. We must expend 5 points of mass to contact the inhabitants of the first planet. If we do, 22. If not, 71.
Let's try it.
Let's try it. A city you in a city you contact a resident. Yes or do you contact a you are in a city. Do you contact a resident? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. 73. The beings cannot stand your presence. Go to 36.
Of course.
Nothing happens. Calculate your force points and move on. So our force points are down 5.
So we're dead.
So we're dead again.
So let's not contact.
Clearly, going down to D is not the way.
What happens if we don't contact the residents?
At T?
Yeah.
No, we must expend. It's not an option.
Yeah, but what happens if we expend it, but then we land in a city?
Oh, if not, 71. You're right. Sorry. It's the way it was. Go to 29. Ooh. Huh. That's just as bad. The Enosium radiation from the star drains you of 10 points of energy.
Oh, God.
So go to 17. Calculate your force points and move on, which means we're also stuck there.
Oh, no.
So I think going down to D is not the way.
That is not the way.
Yeah. Let's go back to Q.
Okay, so Q was 60-40, right?
Yeah. So from Q, we could try to go to H.
No. Because we spent 10 to get down to D.
Yeah, but...
So what was it?
So then we have 10 more. So 7...
So
50 mass, 60 energy. Right.
So before we went down to D, we were at 110, 60, 50.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go. Let's go to P. Actually, wait. Can we go to H?
Hold on. From Q. Yes, we can go to H.
Let's go back to H.
Okay. This is our second visit, though. So we won't be able to go back a third time.
That's fine. I'm planning on going back to J.
The star Hydra, we need to expend 5 points of mass to reach the first of its 20 planets.
So
or we can move on to another star.
What happened when we did that?
We gained some energy.
Did we?
Yeah.
Let's do that again. So we spend 5 mass, you said?
Yeah.
So let's spend
5 mass and we gain 10 energy before we have to calculate our force points and move on. But now we're at 115, I think, because...
That's 115, 70, and 45, right? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So let's move on to J.
Okay, from H, we can go to J. In J, the spirit of the sun Jasper contacts us. This reduces our points of energy by 5.
Right, yeah.
So we're down to 65 energy.
Sorry, 65, yeah.
Yeah, and 45 mass. He asks if we come from Hantar, and which we do. We were at H, so go to 13. Yeah, calculate our force points and move on.
So now we can change levels and
Yeah,
go to
now we
O.
can go down to O, losing 10 points of mass.
So that's 165, 35.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see what happens here.
Yeah. The spirit of the star Omnor Tau contacts us. Go to 79. 79. He asks 10 points of mass to quote unquote help you. Do you accept or refuse?
Oh, he sounds so trustworthy. Yeah, go on, let's do it.
Okay, so we go to 61. He asks you, on which object is it marked that room 9 will become room 22? If you know, go to 26. If you don't, go to 45.
I don't think we do.
This seems to be a reference to one of the other mazes, but I can't figure it out.
It does sound like it.
Yeah, let's try to go to 45 since we don't. Ah, he seems surprised and asks if you know the Great Golem. Yes or no?
Okay, yes.
Yeah. Go to 68.
Maybe
He
they're giving
grants
you
us,
another out.
yeah, he grants us 10 points of energy.
Okay. So that is 175.25.
Mm-hmm. Go to 65.
Thank you, quote unquote, helping man.
Yeah. He offers us to go to the fourth planet. We can either accept or refuse.
Let's try it.
Okay, we accept. Go to 42. The nature of this planet reduces your mass by 10.
10. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's 15 temporarily. Let's see. Go on.
Yeah. Go to 46, which is calculate your force points and move on.
Oh, we're dead. Okay, so
We're dead? Okay, because wait. Let's just go over it because we did a lot. Unless you typed it
I've
as
been tracking.
you've been tracking?
He took 10 points of mass from us and he gave us 10 points of energy in return.
Yeah.
And then he offered us to contact the fourth planet. So we need to refuse that.
Okay, so let me just go and through the threads. Yeah.
Just for the record, any calculations that I've been doing that are below 100 or above 115, I haven't actually typed out there. I've just been
okay. Yeah, that's fine. Wait, I lost track of where I am. Let me start again. So
sorry.
Then we go to 61. We don't know the room thing, so we go to 45. Where's 45? We do know the Great Golems, so go to 78. Oh, maybe I read the wrong one. Because 78 is in a rage, he takes 5 points of mass from us, but nevertheless sends us to take the object on his sixth planet. Go to 72. So we lose 5 mass. And at 72, we meet a human and ask him for the object in question. If it is a key, go to 58, or something else, go to 48. Oh, I think this is again one of those things from one of the mazes where we were asked to give stuff to, what we thought were NPCs.
I'm lost now.
Yeah. So basically, we're on the planet. We met a human, and we asked him for the object in question, the one that we were sent to go and take. Now, what I suspect is that
that dude just took 2. He took 5 mass away from us twice.
Uh,
Is that right?
79. Let me go back. Sorry. He asked for 10 masks to help us, which
Yeah.
we accepted. We
Yeah.
then, yeah,
So we're currently on
yeah,
65.35. We offer him 10 because he says he wants to help
yeah.
us. So that's
He took
25.
another 5.
So that takes us to 20.
Yeah. He
So we're
sends
on
us on the
80.
planet to take an object
Right.
where we meet a human, and and we ask him for the object in question. Now, this is the part that's confusing because it refers to previous mazes. And the question is the object a key? If yes, go to 58. If it's something else, go to 48. And what
Right.
I think this is, because we've seen this with the temple, right? Where it turned out that people we were asking things from or giving things to was us in the previous maze, like another incarnation, if you will. So I
Oh,
have a
that's
feeling that what it is that we're now because we're now a being of flame, we're now the flame being that asks for a key. And
yeah. That makes sense actually.
yeah.
Yeah, we
So
would know that obviously. Yeah. Okay. Let's say yes.
let's say yes. So 58. See? See. Okay, so 58. Refer to note 35 on page 58 of issue 19 to know if the human gives it to you. This was when a being made of flame asked us for the Laxian key. So this
That,
was
that key does ring a bell.
yeah. No, that's the key. I remember being asked for it. Let's assume we get it, I think, because
So
then
go on. What happens then?
go to 51. If he gives this to us, go to 76. 76. You thank him. This ignixium composition grants us 20 points of energy.
Whew.
Oof. And go to 31. Calculate your force points and move on. So I think we
So
lost like
105,
yeah.
85 energy and 20 mass.
Wow, okay. So uh we need to find 5 points of energy and then go down to Z.
So where can we go from O?
From O, we can go to I.
Is that it?
That's it.
Okay, let's go to I.
I is the star Isolene, a double star with a single planet. Do you attempt to contact its inhabitants? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. You are on the southern hemisphere of the planet. The eternally lit face has no male inhabitants. Go to 14.
Okay.
These beings who live on a world with no night invite you in their dwelling. Do you accept or refuse?
With no night. Okay. Let's accept.
Okay, so if we accept, go to 66. The pentahedric shape of the room concentrates your energy and grants you 10 points of energy. Go to 77.
Okay.
So we have 95 points of energy for a
That's
total
right.
of 115 now. Okay. 77. If you stay, go to 70. If you move on, go to 63.
What happens if we stay?
If we stay, this energy flux has chased all beings away. Go to 36. Nothing else happens. Calculate your force points and move on.
Okay, so we just move on regardless then.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess we
From
move on.
I, we can go to O. That's it.
Is that it?
Yep. So
Uh,
we've only been there once,
it's
so we can go back. And I was the doubles. O is Omnor Tau. The spirit contacts us. He asks for 10 points of mass to help us. How much mass do we have now?
20.
20. So that would bring us down to too low. I think we'd have to say no.
No, we can't do that because we need to travel down to new layers.
Yeah. So I think we can move. We refuse. I
Yeah.
think. Yeah. Go to 31. Calculate your force points and move on. From O, we can go to I. So I think here we're kind of stuck.
Sure, no.
And I, we can only go to O. You know, if I'd been smart, I would have at least hidden the paths that are no good so we could visualize better where we can and cannot go.
It's okay. It's been working out
Yeah.
pretty well.
Yeah. Although no, we can sometimes it only goes in one direction. That's why. Okay.
Okay, so back at the where the dude gets angry with us, takes mass from us, and then sends us off to a planet to get a thing from a human.
Yeah.
What if the object is something other than a key?
That's a good point. Let's try that. So that was at I, right?
So no, I think that was O the first time.
You're right. That was at O.
So we were at.
Let me just scroll to the right entry. We accept paying the 10 points of mass. Go to 61. Okay, if we know what it is, go to. Wait. Okay, I'm sorry. We accept. Go to 61. Did I read the wrong thing? 26. Yeah. We meet the human and ask him for the object in question. If it's a key, go to 58. If it's something else, go to 48. So we can see what happens if it's something else.
Yeah, let's see if it's something else.
Oh. Refer to note T on page 51 of issue 20 to know if he grants it. This was the beggar in the inner world. Ah. So we're the beggar that we met in the inner world of the previous maze. I don't know if you remember that.
I don't think I do, no.
I remember he does grant us something. Here, let me try and find the file quickly. Where is it?
Also, we didn't say we knew what the first thing was. We only said we knew what the golem was.
That's true. And we might actually know what the first thing was. Let me just quickly. I found the files. So in this, T was the beggar here that we had to go by and give him something to get to
Oh,
U and
yeah.
V.
Yeah.
So okay, so well, I know we gave something to the beggar that I remember. So, yes, he grants us something. Go to 52. You thank him, and he tells you the key is on the sixth, dot, dot, dot. This object, by its composition, grants you 10 points of energy. Go to 31.
Okay.
And 31 is calculate our force points and move on.
No, so we're still dead then.
We're still dead?
Yeah, that only takes us to 95.
Oh, crap. Okay, so then we have to decide what happens if... Okay, that was basically if we didn't know the golem. Hold on.
So when we got to O, we had 65 energy and 35 mass.
Yeah.
The ones in StreamYard don't delete, by the way. The ones on YouTube do.
Okay, good.
So
So,
if
because
you
I'm,
that's
yeah,
probably why.
I'm very lost as to exactly where we're at because, yeah, it's that's a tough note. I'm trying to find. Okay. So we can say we know on which object is marked that room 9 will become room 22 and see what happens then.
Yeah.
He offers us a connection with an inhabitant of the sixth planet, which we can accept or refuse.
Let's
If we
accept.
accept... Oh, that was the beggar. So we tried that. And if we don't know what it is, go to 45. That's when he's surprised and he tells us about if we ask us if we know the great golem. Oh. So if we tell him we don't know the great golem, with a sigh, he gives us 20 points of energy. Would that
Oh.
bring us from...
So that would...
Greetings,
so that's
Tabletop
interesting.
Tussle. Sorry.
Hey, Tabletop Tussle. Okay, so he asks us for 10 points of mass so he can help us, right?
Yeah.
And then we don't know the golem, so then he sighs and gives us 20 energy.
Yeah.
So that takes us to 110, 85, 25.
Yeah. 85. So we need to gain... We need to lose... Wait, we need to gain 5 points of energy and lose 5 points of mass somehow.
Okay, so where
And
can we go from here?
the problem is we can only go to I, and from I we can only go to O. So this is a bit
because
of
we
a
got
dead
110.
end. Yeah, but from I... Ooh, no, because from O and I we can only go down to V. So we can try to go down to V and see what happens.
Yeah, let's see.
Okay, so let's go down to V.
So that takes us to 185.15.
Yeah. Vortex, the dying sun, asks 10 points of mass of you. If you agree, go to 80. If you refuse, go to 31.
Okay, I guess let's accept and see what happens.
Okay, go to 80. Touched by your generosity, he gives it back. Go to 31.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Calculate your force points and move on. And this is where I'm just going to double check the original image here. Yeah. We can't go anywhere from here. V is a dead end.
Damn. Okay,
Damn.
so what happens if we don't give him our mass?
Uh, go. We go straight to 31. We calculate our force points and move on. And we can't
Oh,
get on.
so
Let
we
me
can
double check something.
only
So,
get to Z if we have 90 and 10.
yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. What we might need to do is go to. The problem is that from O, we can't. Uh, we can either go to O or I, but we can't get down to Z, and we can't get to another star. So I think that's a bit of a dead end.
Oh. Oh, we're so close. Come on, we got this.
What I need, what I let me just check because I thought I did check like the following issue to see if there were any typos or problems. Uh, okay. Okay, they don't mention any typos. So yeah, there are no typos. So that like the whole OIV stars complex is a dead end, unfortunately. So we have to get back to J. So it's either N or T or D that we need to go down to.
We tried D and T though, didn't we?
Yeah, like maybe it's N.
No, right. So what did we have when we were at J?
Uh, weren't we at 60-40?
So we would have been at
I just thought of that. If we'd had like 3 brain cells, we would have bothered to write down the letter next to
Yeah,
the.
do you know what? That's completely my fault. I'm so sorry.
I didn't think of it. I didn't think. I just thought of it now, and we're what like an hour and a half almost into the
Yeah, that's
stream.
a massive
So
oversight
I'm
on it.
so fast on the uptake here. um.
That's my fault because I've just been typing it thinking, oh, look at me, I'm keeping track of things.
Yeah.
It's all
Wow.
right. Don't.
But I'm pretty sure it was 60-40.
So that guy, he said, did you come from H? And we're like, yeah. And he's like, all right, cool, move on.
Yeah.
So we would have been on 110 and then we moved on.
Yeah.
So then when we
Oh
were at
yeah.
65, 35. Okay, so we're at
Okay.
110,
Um,
65, 35.
yeah, I'm just going to answer tabletop tussle. So I called it the Star Maze. The original name is Galaxy Rint, which is like a mashup of Galaxy and Labyrinth. And it's from Jeux Stratégies, which is this old French game magazine. And I say game and not gaming because they would cover card games, chess, all the classics, and they'd have RPGs and war game stuff, and it would be puzzles too in the issue. And we've been playing a bunch of these together now for quite a few months, actually. Okay, so we're at
Yeah,
J.
these
So
were
I
a real
guess,
blast. I mean, some of them are
yeah,
a bit hit and miss, but this one, I'm really enjoying this one.
yeah this one is fun. So yeah, so let's go to L, I guess.
Yeah, let's go to L, but we know we
Okay,
can't trust them.
yeah. L, the star Ludinia. Do you attempt to contact the inhabitants of one of its planets? Yes or no?
No.
No. Go to 29. Oh, yeah, okay. The inodium radiation from the star drains us of 10 points of energy. Go to 17.
Oh, you.
That's the one we. So clearly it's not this way. We might need to go back from H, Q, P, and then go down to T. What happens if we say yes? I just want to double check.
Okay, yeah. Let's see what happens if we
So
say
if we contact the inhabitants, go to 5, they give us advice or an object. The advice was to ignore this people on C who seem to be correct. The if we
the
take
object
the
drains us of
object
energy.
40. Oh yeah, it's the biozonium which drained us. Wait, biozonium. If we took it, it removed 10 points of energy.
Yeah.
So then what we need to do instead is refuse both. Yeah, we can refuse both. It brings us to 56. 56, where are you? Yeah. He goes away, calculate your force points, and move on. So we have to ignore them totally. And
Oh,
now
so
we can go down
interacting
to.
with them but ignoring them doesn't drain the. Okay,
Yeah.
that's weird.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're still at 65-45.
Yeah.
So
And
now
now we
let's
could go down to N. And we
so
lose 10 points of mass.
65-35.
Oh,
Right, so hang on, we're at N.
yeah.
I'm noting this down now.
Yeah.
I'm doing it like sort of as we arrive at them, by the way,
Yeah.
because I think that makes the most sense.
Yeah. Oh, and I should mention Tabletop Tussle. If you're really interested to try it, I can always send you the image and the text that I'm reading. It's just it's a couple of text files and it's one image, and that's all you need to play. So N, Nadira is a dead star. Go to 17. 17 reads, calculate your force points and move on. From N, we can go to T or O. Now we know O and I becomes a dead end. So I think we want to go to T.
So we can't go to Z. Where can we go to Z from?
Oh, we can go to Z from T.
That's the only place. Okay.
Yeah. So I guess we have no choice but to go to T if we want to.
Where
Hopefully.
where was the star that had the thing where it said if your energy is below 75?
Oh, which one was it? Let me just try and find it.
Because I think that might be the key.
Yeah. Well, the other thing I'm thinking is you might need to sort of do this little back and forth between two stars where like you lose a bit of energy of mass and gain some energy. If you can do that twice, then sometimes it might bring us to the right level.
We did that. We did it once, didn't we?
Yeah. I think we did it once. Well, I think let's go to T and see what happens, because staying here is not going to do anything. O is not going to lose us. And I can't seem to find the entry you're mentioning, though I remember it. 34. It doesn't tell me what system it is. It just tells me the name of the planet. Darn.
Ah.
Okay, let's go to T and see what happens.
Yeah, let's do it.
So T is Tenereb. We have to expend 5 points of mass to contact the inhabitants of the first planet. So I think we do.
5 points of mass.
Yeah.
Okay.
In a city, we can contact a resident. Yes or no?
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah. Wait, I lost track of what I lost track of the entry I was looking for. Sorry. Yes
Right.
is 73. Sorry. Oh, it's the beings that can't stand our presence. And we get to calculate our force points and move on. But what if we don't count? What if instead of contacting them, we don't contact them? Because
Yeah,
that's another option.
yeah,
It's
let's do that.
57. We find a rock made of radioactive selenite. We can take it or move on.
Take it.
Okay, let's take it. Go to 23. Wait, no, that's... Yeah, go to 23. It takes 5 energy points from you. Go to 17.
Okay.
So we lost 5 mass to contact the inhabitants and 5 energy.
So that takes us to 90.
Okay, so that kills us. So that we're stranded. So what we need to do is not do that.
This is a bit of a pickle, isn't it?
I think we have to just keep... I think what we need to do is go to D. Can D give us anything? See, like we go from N to T to D. Maybe we can get the right amount of mass and energy in D, go to T, ignore everything, and go down to Z. And I can't help having the feeling that in a previous orbit, there's something we could have done to tweak our mass. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm thinking that as well. I'm seriously thinking it was that planet where it said if you have, 75 energy or less.
Yeah, which I can't remember which
Was
one
that
it
D?
is. It could have been. Let's see
It
what
could,
happens with D. Let's go to
I, th-
D and...
I think it might have been,
Yeah. So we go to D. D is Demorg. We can spend 5 points of mass to contact the planet. If we
Yeah.
do, go to 15. So we do 15. The spirit of the star only grants you access to 2 planets, the 6th or the 8th. I have a memory that the 6th wasn't the greatest.
Yeah, the 6th wasn't good from
Let
what
me
I
see.
remember as well.
Yeah, it was a dead planet, and we... it granted us 20 points of energy, which would be too high at this point.
Would it?
Well, we just spent 5 points of mass, so we're... Oh no, it wouldn't strand us, but we'd be at 115.
Yeah.
It's because we'd be at 30 mass and 60 and 30 mass and 85 energy. And if we go to the 8th... Oh yeah, the 8th is the one, the planet of winds. If our energy is less than 75, go to 24. So it is less than 75. And 24 is... This takes 10 points of mass from us.
So is that if it's less than 75? Yeah.
Yeah. So we spend 5 mass, and then we lose another 10, so we're left with 20 mass.
Wait, so hang on. What were we at when we arrived at D?
When we arrived at D,
The first time we had 60 energy. I'm pretty sure I
yeah,
remember.
yeah,
So we would have been at 60-40.
yeah,
So then if we contact the sixth planet, we get that extra 20 energy, you said.
yeah,
Right, okay. So let me just. So we arrive at D. So Q was definitely 60-50, yeah? And D was
yeah,
then 60-40.
yeah.
So we arrive at D with 100 force. 60 energy. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. It's not an obvious thing.
Okay, so that's what happens when we arrive at D.
Yeah.
So
So
from D, we go to the
from
sixth planet.
yeah,
It's dead. We get
it's
20 energy. We spend 5 mass to contact the planet.
yeah,
It's dead. We get 20 energy.
yeah. So now we're down to
So
we're up 80 energy, 35 mass.
that's correct. And then we're allowed to move on to.
Let's see. Uh okay. Sorry, let me just see what exactly, make sure we don't skip anything. Uh some dead air here. Okay, hold on.
No, it's okay.
D is 15. Yeah, if we go to the eighth planet, we 24.
Can we go to the
Yeah,
eighth planet?
it yeah, it takes 10 points of mass from us.
No, because we have 80
Wait.
energy now.
Oh, you're right. Otherwise 63,
Oops.
which is
Sorry.
calculate your force points and move on.
Ignore that.
Ignore what?
I just typed a message out and accidentally sent it.
Okay.
So we're at 80 energy,
And
35
35
mass.
mass. So what happens if we now go back to T? Because 22 T is where we can spend 5 points of mass, which would bring us down to 30 mass. We get to contact a resident of the city, maybe. But that, what happens with the resident of the city? Oh, they can't stand our presence and nothing
So it either
happens.
drains energy or we get to move on, I think.
Yeah. And if we don't, go to 29. The star drains us of 5 points of 10 points of energy, which would bring us to 75 energy and 30 mass. Is that right?
I think
Oh no, 70
70.
energy and 30 mass,
Yeah.
which means we can't go down. Ugh.
Wait. So what if we spend 5 mass to contact the planet, but we
Uh-huh.
don't contact the residents? That would bring
Uh,
us to
let me see.
80 and 30,
5.
wouldn't it?
Let's see. 22. If we don't contact a resident, go to 57. Oh, if we don't contact the residents, it's when we find the selenite rock, which
We
we
don't
can
take
either
it.
take or move on. If we don't take it, yeah, that's it. We lose
Okay,
5
so
mass, and that's it. Yeah.
now we're at T with 110.
Yeah.
So where can we go from here?
So T, we could with 110 go down to Z.
But it
The
won't work.
problem is and we can go to N.
Okay, let's. What happens if we
Oh
try to
wait,
go
I
to Z?
forgot to move us to T. So if we go down to Z, we lose 10 points of mass, leaving us with 80 energy and 20 mass, which is, and the goal is to have 90 and 10.
Okay, so we need to have.
So I think in a previous orbit somewhere, we had to do some weird finagling to
No,
lose.
I think we could do this.
Yeah. Because
So we're at
look,
T, and we
yeah,
lose 10 mass when we
but
get because we're going to Z.
yeah.
Right. So we're at 80 energy, 30 mass. We only need to lose 10 more mass.
But we also need to gain 10 energy.
Okay, let's go to N. So we're at 110, 80 energy,
Yeah.
30 mass.
The
Let's go to N.
problem now is that this is already our second visit to T, and you're not allowed to go more than twice in any given star.
No, this is only our first visit.
No, because we went. Oh, yeah, if we went down D, you're right. You're right. Okay. So let us go to N.
Yep.
N is the dead star. Go to 17. Calculate our force points and move on so nothing changes. We can only go to, well, we can go to T or O, but we know O leads to the dead end.
And
So,
you said V led to nowhere as well.
yeah, well, the whole OIV, we can't go back up an orbit back to O or I, but it won't let us go down to Z either. So,
The thing is, I think okay, from O, can we go back to N?
no,
Damn it!
yeah. So, wait. If instead of going to N, we go back to D,
Okay,
because at
let's
D
do that.
we can, right? Here, hold on, let me move us. From T, let's go back to D, okay? Uh, we can spend 5 points of mass to contact a planet, which we do.
Wait, so no, we arrived at T with 110 force.
Yeah.
So we obviously have to do all the stuff that T involves.
Mm-hmm.
So what did that involve?
Uh, so hold on. T is
We arrived at the city. We didn't.
we have to spend 5 points of mass to contact the inhabitants of the first planet.
So that would take us to 25.
Yeah. This is the one where we get the option of contacting the residents of a city. Um, if we do, they can't stand our presence, and we get to calculate our force. Nothing happens. We calculate our force points and move on. If we don't, we find the we find if we don't the wait
We
71.
find that rock, or whatever
Sorry,
it was.
I'm scrolling. Go to
It's
20.
okay.
Yeah. Sorry, it's shooting me back and forth. Yeah, if we don't, the radiation from the star drains us of 10 energy points.
Oh,
So the thing was is that we had to if we're at the, we have to spend the 5 mass points.
We need to. Okay, wait. I've got an idea. Okay, so we need to get drained of energy so we can
Yeah.
lose a little bit of
Of
mass
yeah.
when we go back to D.
Oh yeah. Yes. Oh, I see. So we don't contact the city, we don't contact the inhabitants.
So we need to get our energy reduced by 5. Can we do that somehow?
We can, okay, so if we don't contact the planet, wait, 71, what's 29? Yes, we lose 10 energy.
Okay, so that would take us to
Okay.
70.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's okay.
And
So
we're
are we
still at
doing
100, so we're still okay.
Yeah.
And then we can go to 17.
And
Yeah, then
we'll
we can move on.
so
Then we
we'll go
could go to
D.
D,
Yeah.
you know, hopefully lose enough mass and gain some energy, go back to T, and then go down to Z.
Oh, Tabletop Tussle's got a question, by the way. Sorry, mate.
So I found an archive of this French game magazine I used to read when I was a kid that I greatly enjoyed. Um, and I did a review of some of the issues. And yeah, and we've been playing these games because they're just great fun. So yeah, but contact me on the Discord. I think it'll be easier to send you links and all that there. Um,
So
yeah.
we're
Okay.
at T.
We're at T.
No, so we've done all the stuff at T,
Yeah.
lost 10
And
energy, and we moved to D.
okay. Okay. Now we go to D, and D is we can spend 5 mass to contact the planet.
So let's do that.
So yeah.
So that's 25 mass.
Yeah.
And then we go to the 8th planet.
Yeah, we go to the 8th planet, go to 34, which is Fliss and the planet of winds. If our energy is less than 75, we go to 24. It takes 10 mass from us.
Yep.
Bringing us down to 20.
No, 15. Because you spent 5.
Oh, yeah, 15. Okay.
Yep.
Then we go to 10. We now calculate our force points.
85.
Okay, so I think we needed to tweak it in a previous orbit.
Can we contact the 6th planet now?
No. It just says to calculate our force points and move on. If we instead contact the 6th planet, maybe. What happens on the 6th? I forgot.
So it's a dead planet.
It's a dead planet. Go to 675. And then you calculate your force points and you move on. No, I really think in a previous orbit, there was a way to lose 10 mass and gain 10 energy. And we just haven't figured out what it is.
Oh, no.
We've been going for almost 2 hours. My suggestion is we try again maybe next week. Next week's a day off for me. Have a good night, tabletop, and yeah, I'll look. Take care, yeah. My suggestion is next Monday I have a day off, so we can start this stream earlier than usual, like maybe 2 hours before, 3 hours before, which will be a more reasonable time for you. but it also we sort of have an idea what to look for.
Yeah, okay. You can do
Okay.
that.
And I'll try and see if I can tweak the art to make it a bit more obvious where we can go from where, and if any of the star lanes are actually closed off, which some seem to be.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Well, this one
Yeah.
has been
Let's.
really fun.
Oh, it has been fun, and that's why I'd rather than try to slog through it, I'd rather, it's been almost 2 hours, which I think is a good time, and we'll do it. We'll try it again uh, next week. Okay.
Yeah, sure. No worries, mate.
All right, everyone. So we're gonna call it. Thank you very much, everyone who watched. And as I said, normally it's every 2 weeks, but because I have Monday off, I'll be able to do an earlier stream, so so it won't conflict with the By the Sword game I'm playing on Elfbait's channel uh, every second Monday night. Thank you, everyone who's been here. Thank you very much, Iman, for being here. It's much appreciated. Great fun.
Thanks for having
Uh,
me as always, mate. This one was
yeah,
really fun.
yeah. Take care.
Take care. Good night, everyone.